for joining us. There we go. Now it's live. What's up, guys? It's Lo, Energy 94.1. I'm with Mr. Montano.
That's right.
Right?
Yes.
Jubilee Academies.
Welcome.
We are at the, do you guys call it the San Antonio campus, the Chandler campus?
Jubilee San Antonio. We're known as the flagship campus.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and call us that.
All right, the flagship campus. So we're going to be hanging out today for like a 15, 20-minute conversation about Jubilee Academies and why they're so great for San Antonio and the San Antonio youth. And, you know, I'm still pretty new to the area, so I need to know all of the things about Jubilee.
Sure. Well, let me kind of give you a little bit of background about Jubilee.
Please.
We've been around for over 20 years, since 2000. So now going on 22 years in the community. We have 13 campuses located in 4 regions, Rio Grande Valley, South Central, which is this area, Central, including Austin, as well as the Coastal Bend, that's our Kingsville campus.
Okay.
So we're in those 4 areas. Here in San Antonio, in this region, we have 7 campuses. Within a few miles, we have our pre-K through 12, which is Jubilee San Antonio, Jubilee Highland Hills, which is a pre-K through 8, Highland Park, another pre-K through 8, as well as Westwood pre-K through 8. Jubilee Sendero, I believe, is an elementary pre-K through 5th. That's my understanding.
Nice. And you're the principal here at this location.
I am the principal here at Jubilee San Antonio, but of course I can't manage a campus alone here. So I do have a team of 3 assistant principals, Mr. David Richardson, Ms. Sonia Hawkins, and Dr. Erlinda Valderas, as well as our academic dean, Ms. Maribel Polk.
I love it. And just coming into the campus the last like 30 minutes I've been here, it's so lively and it's like a happy environment. It's been a minute since I've been on a school campus to begin with. We won't go there, but it's just fun to kind of like feel that nostalgia a little bit and just see the kids happy and the administrators happy and just getting into class and all that good stuff. And you guys are encouraging enrollment right now for your 2022 and 2023 school year.
That's right.
What does that enrollment process look like? Do they have to start early? Is it, is it a certain grade that needs to start enrolling now over others? Give us a little rundown.
Sure. So right now, the re-enrollment window, we're encouraging all of our current families to re-register for the 22-23 school year. That window has been open now for a couple months. And so we've been sending periodic reminders to our Jubilee families. But all the while, we're also making plugs about new enrollment opportunities that are coming this week, as a matter of fact, where we will open up to the school community. And then for any seat that wasn't secure from a current student, we will then offer that out to the school community. So at the moment, we're at about 90% re-enrollment when you consider our students who are already completely verified as well as those who are in progress. So we're making great gains, and thank you, Jubilee, and for San Antonio for helping us get there. But our goal is to reach at least 1,100 students.
Okay.
So that's what that push is coming here in the next few days. What we're going to do, the plan is real simple. So if you'd like to become a student at Jubilee San Antonio, the first things we encourage you to do is complete your application via SchoolMint. You can go to jubileeacademies.org, click on apply now, and it'll redirect you straight to the SchoolMint link where you will enter your credentials and then choose your school from the drop-down menu, something like that. I may be off by a couple of points, but nonetheless, it's that simple. Once you start the application process, depending on the schools that are selected, the school is notified, and then we follow back up with you if there's any missing documentation or any steps that were left out in the process. So, like I said, our goal is to get to 1,100 students, which we will. Each year we've managed to increase enrollment or resecure current students at a higher percentage each year. So I foresee that based on our current projections to get there this year.
Nice.
But we are absolutely looking to enroll elementary students. Right now we have a high need for lower elementary, pre-K through 3rd grade. As well as at the middle school level too. We're looking for 6th graders and 7th graders next year. That's a smaller one of our classes that is a little bit smaller than the rest.
What is an average class size for you guys?
Great question. So in pre-K, we're looking at 20 students per teacher.
Okay.
Kinder through 3rd, we're looking at 22, maybe 3rd through 5th, 25. At the middle school, between 25 and 28 students. So we're keeping them at a reasonable class size that allows for not only the students to engage with their teacher more individually, strategically, but also we're trying to create this environment where parents realize that we're not just filling the classroom with bodies, but we're actually, helping educate their children and the whole child, not just academics, because we have 3 pillars that we focus on. We can talk about that here shortly. To help the whole child.
Okay, love that. And when say a parent is going to start the enrollment process, are they restricted to certain campuses via their zip code, or can they choose certain campuses for like their morning commute, say?
You can't. We are an open enrollment charter, so a parent can apply if they live where I live on the far west side of San Antonio, and if they choose to be a student at Jubilee San Antonio, then we can make that happen. I encourage parents to select the campuses that they think are the best fit for their student, and then we can follow up with them in a timely manner with our PEMS department at the local campus level to confirm enrollment and availability.
Great, love that. Well, we are encouraging enrollment, and the last week and a half leading up to this appearance here, we've been encouraging people to get registered for that free Chromebook, thanks to Jubilee Academy. So we're going to pick that winner here shortly, but I do want to talk about the 3 pillars that you had mentioned.
Sure.
What Jubilee stands for and all of that stuff.
Yeah, great. So leadership, academics, and excellence. Those are our focus. And let me talk a little bit about academics and who we are. Demographics, when you look at JSA, we're at about 1,000 students, 940, which is about 350 per school. Elementary, middle, and high. It fluctuates, obviously. The majority of our students are at-risk population, low socioeconomic status, which is fantastic. We find that we thrive in these environments, and Jubilee does really well. And so we give our teachers plenty of resources to help meet the needs academically, socially, and emotionally, and then as well as the athletic component. A lot of students love JSA because we have strong athletic programs and we do really well. But we also have a very strong academic program too. And so that's where those 3 pillars come in play. The academic component, where we focus on growing teachers and coaching teachers, helping them become a better educator. So that's, we see the product of their efforts in the classroom through our students' growth. Leadership, we provide students and staff with opportunity to give back to their community. We have a food bank distribution right now running from 12:30 to 2:30, and we have student leaders out there helping. We have a Jubilee Leaders Health and Wellness Club, an ambassador club that we've started, and we have one of our members here with us today. And essentially what they do is they provide, they fulfill responsibilities that a typical adult would on campus, but allowing them to showcase their newly acquired skills and really apply them in the real world setting. So, that's that leadership component. And then the excellence, character and excellence. The excellence, just striving to be the best, offering the programs that we can offer to our staff, to our students, and making sure that they're well-rounded, they're well thought out, and they're supported at all levels.
I love that. Well, you mentioned we have a visitor here. One of our students here at Jubilee, Angelica, is that right? Do you want to come in and talk with us for a second?
Yeah.
Come on in.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there we go.
Here, come sit right here, and I'll get another seat for you.
There we go. Perfect. So what year are you currently?
I'm a junior in high school.
Junior, okay. And have you done like all of your schooling here at Jubilee, or?
I'm actually a transfer. This is my first year.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you liking it compared to, some of your previous school and campus experiences?
I would say it's really different since I came from a public school, so there's major changes that I need to get used to.
Yeah.
But overall, my experience has been pretty good.
Okay, good. And what are some of the, extracurriculars or, focused, classes that you're doing here at Jubilee that you're enrolled in?
Right now I'm trying to do as much stuff as I can possible for colleges and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But there's a bunch of different stuff from fashion club to Skills USA. We started this year a junior student council for us to promote ourselves and our class so that we can do prom and other things like that.
So kind of like a student government type vibe.
Yes.
I was in student government as in high school too. I was the treasurer, which was probably not a good idea, but we did fine. Well, that's cool. What are some other things that you love about Jubilee?
I kind of liked how the school is kind of like small, so that you can get to like know all your teachers personally, and then the students as well. Like everybody knows everyone here.
Really? And how do you guys interact with maybe some of the other students at the other campuses? Is it still like one big family of a vibe, or?
For sure.
Yeah. Are you doing any sports or anything like that?
Not this year.
No. No. Maybe next year.
Next year.
Are you doing any like pre-college prep while you're here now? Do you have an idea of like maybe what you want to do when you get there, or?
Yeah, actually, the Skills USA kind of helps me with that because it's for like education and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's a great way for me to like kind of get in there and get in the groove of things.
Right on. Well, no pressure. You got it.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for talking with us for a second. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So sweet, so awesome. So we talked about some more activities and sports and all of that good stuff. What are some things that I guess Jubilee is very proud of when it comes to those extracurriculars?
Sure. Let me start with the academic pieces that we've added here at Jubilee San Antonio. Last year I was fortunate enough to be a part of a fellowship program with Trinity University.
Okay.
Myself and a colleague from Jubilee Highland Hills, and we were able to implement a redesign project for Jubilee San Antonio. And so in that redesign, we decided to bring a focus on math and sciences to our campuses, STEM. So what we've done to really push that need for STEM, or the idea of, more math and sciences in the classroom, we hired a robotics instructor, a full-time robotic instructor for our elementary program. So our students in pre-K through 5th grade, even the little ones in pre-K, they're coding in with little bots and stuff. They're getting this opportunities to build and have conversations around the mechanics and the engineering of robots and STEM. And so it's amazing. We have little ones in the class that love it. We have big ones in 5th grade that enjoy it even more.
Yeah.
And so, that's what we've done at the elementary level to really push that. At the middle school level, we've incorporated Project Lead the Way. And that's in a CTE program. And in this CTE program, we're exposing our kids to STEM. So in 7th grade, they take a technology application. In 7th grade, of course. In 7th grade, they take a Principles of Arts and AV course. And when they get to 8th grade, they can then engage in the Introduction to STEM. And so that's just the foundation that they need to be knowledgeable of when it comes to their pathway or potential pathway in high school. So that's our middle school component there. At the high school, we have several focuses, several different CTE programs, and we're going to incorporate a new one next year. The first one is graphic design, and so our students get to engage in that piece. And I wish I could speak more about that, but I'll leave that to Mr. Jones, our teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, and the kids love it. We have Mr. Garcia, who teaches animation, and again, Animation 1 and Animation 2. I know a little bit more about that. There, the kids are building sets and they're using clay and fixtures to create scenes and bring that stuff to life. And it's just amazing what our kids are doing. They love those courses. And next year, for our new freshmen, we're going to add the Introduction to Engineering and Design, something like that.
Yeah.
And that'll be our third CTE offering for the high school. And then we have the Human and Growth and Development, which is a program that she's a part of that allows her to engage in teaching opportunities. So some of her day may consist of working with teachers in the classroom at the elementary level, or possibly doing that at the middle school and high school level too. Ultimately, with the intent of getting a paraprofessional certification. And then the other 3 CTEs that I mentioned, getting CTE industry-based certifications that the kids can put right to use as soon as they graduate from high school. So that's our focus there. When it comes to athletics, the extracurriculars there, again, JSA shines and we try our best to. This year alone, we've been so successful in most of the athletic programs that we have implemented. In the fall, our varsity 6-man football team made it to the state semifinals.
Wow.
They did really well, and we rooted them all the way to and through. This year, right now, as a matter of fact, today, our middle school girls will be competing in Austin, Texas for the San Antonio Regional Championship or something like that. And when they win that, then they will then move on to the state finals.
And what sport was that?
That's middle school girls basketball.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah,
there
so
we
they're
go.
awesome kids, and they work real hard in the classroom. And we remind them that, in order to set foot on the court, you got to do your time in the classroom.
Absolutely.
And that is well known here. Our coaches are very they're very strict, and when it comes to academics and making sure that the kids are meeting the needs in the classroom before they set foot in the court or on the field. And then our high school varsity boys also they are already deemed the San Antonio champions, and now we'll be facing off against either West Texas or Austin on Wednesday in the regional championship. If we win that ball game, then our boys will play on Friday or Saturday in Austin, Texas, at Rice University for the state championship. So,
wow.
We're hoping that our kids can get there. They have some hoops to cross and to jump through and whatnot, so we take it one game at a time. But those are the extracurriculars, academic-wise, that we've implemented. Athletics. And then, coming back to the character, the third component that I mentioned earlier, I said academics, I meant to say character. The character component, we are developing our DDV program at the campus level, obviously from the push from Jubilee Academies. But what we do on a monthly basis, we share a presentation with our staff, and either it's a presentation that we deliver live with a little skit or something tied to it, or some type of deliverable for our staff, so that way they can embed that value.
Yeah.
Right now we're focusing on leadership, and so I interviewed some kids from the recycling club. I asked them, well, how does it feel to be a leader? And we shared that with our staff. So those are just some things that we're trying to do to really meet the needs of our community.
That's awesome. It sounds like you guys
There's so much happening.
Yeah, there's so much and so much good stuff happening, and a lot of good balance happening as well, which is so important, especially in a young person's life. So
Sure.
I love that. Thank you for spending some time with us today.
Absolutely.
And I'm looking forward to my Jubilee tour of San Antonio this month. But let's go ahead and grab that Chromebook winner. I think my guy Nick back in the studio is going to pull up a winner here. So let me see what it says. Hang on.
Great.
I'm going to get up closer. Nathan Ramos, congratulations. You are our first Chromebook winner from Jubilee Academies. If you are not watching, we will definitely contact you via email so you can come pick up your Chromebook. We're going to be giving away free Chromebooks the entire month of February and into March. Thanks to Jubilee Academies.
Great.
And we're looking forward to continuing the conversation and getting some new enrollments here at Jubilee.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Again, if you're interested, we're open. Enrollment is available to the school community, and please know we have some available seats. So come on down if you're interested in robotics, STEM, some championship athletic teams, or if you're trying to develop your character, we can do it all in house here at Jubilee San Antonio.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye, guys.
Take care.